Oh. Alex.
Yeah.
Hi. You as well. Welcome to Die Rollin. You know, I told you on the phone you should come around here because I've got something to show you.
Yeah.
Well, I heard some noise outside by the rubbish bins, not trash cans, I was going to say it, by the rubbish bins. And I was like, what's that? Right? I mean, I live in Warsaw, it could be anything.
Could have been a rat or something, right?
I was thinking rats. It's Warsaw, so it's going to be rats. Guess what?
What?
Wasn't rats.
What was it?
Well, I had to use sweets to get it out. And I actually...
Vacuum?
Don't be scared now. Okay? Just promise me you won't be scared of this thing.
Okay.
It looks
a bit ominous.
Listen, it looks ugly.
Okay.
And you're gonna make a judgment just looking at this.
Okay.
But give it a chance. Here it is. It's our own E.T. the Extraterrestrial board game. I wanted to make a noise like Gizmo, but that's Gizmo. E.T. doesn't make noise, right? Well, he says he says things.
That's cute.
So yeah, I
That's
thought
not going to judge.
I thought maybe we could try and show this game off a little bit because people are going to see E.T. and be like, it's going to be a kid's game. It's going to be crap.
You know what? Look.
So I thought maybe we'd give this a go.
Listen, look. Ages 10 plus. Come on, E.T. How hard can it be?
Okay, so we've set up a game of E.T.
The Extraterrestrial.
Light Years from Home game by Funko Games. Alex, you get the privilege of reading out winning the game.
Winning the game. E.T. the Extraterrestrial was left behind on Earth, and the kids must work together to get him back home. Ride around the neighborhood picking up items that E.T. can use to build device dice. The dice are then rolled to communicate with the mothership and lead it to the forest clearing. If the mothership is at the forest clearing when E.T. is nearby, all the players win.
Hell yeah!
However,
What?
enemies are chasing E.T. and the kids.
What?
A squad of cop cars is heading to the forest clearing to block it off. If all 3 cop cars are nearby the forest clearing, the players lose. There's also one agent assigned to find each kid, and the special agent known as Keys, who is tracking E.T. Whenever E.T. or a kid gets caught, E.T.'s heart light goes down. If it ever reaches 0, the players lose.
Okay, so this is E.T. the Extraterrestrial. Do you know what E.T. is short for?
He's got short legs.
He's got little legs, that's what it's short for. Right, so Alex explained, we got the mothership, which is this really cool little thing there. That is going to slowly float over here. If we manage to build device dice, which are these little things here, we get that by building various different contraptions using these. And yeah, I mean, we'll get to it when we get to it, right? We'll explain what's going on. So I'm playing Elliot. Once per turn, Elliot may discard 1 candy token to move E.T. up to 3 spaces.
And I'm playing Michael.
Miguel.
Once per turn, when taking a move action, Michael may travel along 1 shortcut for free.
Oh yeah, so we also have some E.T. power cards we need to talk about. We didn't use these on a little playthrough. So if you have E.T. in your basket, then you can use these things. So we've got the Quiet Man. Flip all item tiles in nearby zones face up, even if there are enemies nearby. Don't roll the danger dice. So we can basically see what these things are.
Mm-hmm.
We've got Mary, the mum.
Quite contrary.
Any or all kids may move to the home space. And then we have Flying Kids. Move up to 3 spaces even if you move through onto enemies. Don't roll the danger die. Okay. So I'm red. Alex is blue. My first action, I'm going to team up with you. And I'm grabbing our little ET guy, putting him into our basket. And we're going to start our magical journey, Alex. That's Jurassic Park. Right, so I'm going to pick an item up from here. So that's one action to move through here. Next action is pick this up. I found a blue disc. And then I'm going to fob you guys off here. And I get to move. Yeah, I'm gonna move away up here.
Nice.
Then I have to roll the danger die, and we got this, and this means Move all assigned agents one space closer to their assigned kids. I just realised, Alex, I'm rolling the wrong dice. There's a blue dice you roll. Roll 2 dark blue danger dice. Okay, we got keys, one of those. So that means move special agent keys one step closer to ET. And we move all assigned agents one space closer to their designated kids. So this blue guy here, he's coming after Mikhail. And this red guy is coming after Elliot. Right.
Right.
What are you going to do?
Let's pick him up for free.
Do you want to do one of the special abilities?
Why would I do that? What, right now? Oh, to maybe find out what's underneath.
You could flip all the nearby things.
You know what?
Probably move. Actually, don't use that. You want to get somewhere a bit.
Yeah, I was thinking somewhere a bit more prominent. So
he was already in your space.
Fair enough.
So it's one action to move 2 spaces.
Okay. Let's flip these tiles.
Okay. What you got?
Got three blues. 3 blues and a yellow.
They're green, Alex. 3 green and an orange. You have one action. Oh, actually, you can use a shortcut for free because you're a special guy.
Yeah. So
he's a special guy. I wouldn't drop off ET there though because he's very close to agent keys.
No, let's pick up one of these. And let's.
No, you can't. Oh, because you can move for free.
It's for free.
This guy. Roll your 2 blue dice then. Oh no, you got to roll your red dice because you're ending your turn.
Oh, shall I drop him off here though?
You can hold on to it. It's up to you.
You know what? Let's hold on to the little fella. Oh dear.
So choose any one cop car to move 1 space towards the forest clearing.
Let's go for letter A.
And rolling these as well. Okay, so for each badge symbol roll, move your assigned agent 1 space closer to you. Right, here we go. So what are we looking at? So I've got 1 blue, you got green. We know we've got a couple of greens there. I'm just going to start taking stuff. So I found an orange. I'm going to move there. Place this blue one down there for free. So I did a pickup, a move. And I'm going to do another pickup, and I found another blue, and I'll drop that off.
Nice.
Free. And I'm just rolling 2 of these. So, double movement rolled on the other enemy die. So this guy moves 2 spaces. Agent Keys is on the hunt. So you could drop off that green thing? Or
now, what I was thinking, because do I have to be there to pick that up?
Yeah.
Okay, so what I was actually thinking is going...
Do I drop the green item off before you go? That was me telling Alex to do that. I apologise. Swivel. Okay. And it's free to drop something off.
There we go. But I've still got ET and I've used all my actions. So, red dice, please.
Well, I think you roll all 3.
Actually, I could drop him off, but he's a bit dangerously close to keys there. So let's not risk it.
You risked it. It did not pay off. ET's heart light goes down by 1.
Other way, yeah.
And you roll these.
I'm gonna get keys again.
Well, he won't move. No, you guys coming for you. Right, I got to somehow get to you and pick ET up.
Well, remember we could move him up to 3 spaces.
Oh yeah. So it's my turn. I'm gonna use a candy as my special ability. I can move ET up to 3 spaces. He's got a sinus issue. Then I'm gonna move here. I'll pick this up. There's a ramp, Alex.
Nice.
Now, we didn't actually read what ramps do. But
I'm saying nice as if it's a good thing, but this could be bad for us.
Okay, right. So, if we find a ramp, when you flip over a ramp, immediately place it on any nearby space, even if the space contains ET, kids, or enemies. The ramp stays on space the rest of the game. And ramps basically let you jump over stuff. So after ramp has been placed on a space, it can help you move faster and evade enemies. When you move onto a space with a ramp, you may immediately jump up to 2 spaces in a straight line. So this is nearby here, right?
Yeah.
So essentially, if you come from here, you can basically jump.
Okay, that's cool. So basically, if you're coming from here,
Yeah.
you go 1.
Well, you could
2.
go from there and do it.
Okay.
As well. And ET's there, isn't he?
Yeah.
So it's 1 action to move. Where was I? Oh, he just picked something up, didn't
He
I?
did, yeah.
Okay. So. Wild card.
Awesome.
Right, we've got to just roll for these guys. So red guy moves 2, and B moves 1.
Okay. Now I can move in the same space as you, can't I? So,
Yep.
1, 2, picking up,
Dropping off.
picking up, dropping off, and that's 4.
Okay, so now we just need ET next to that location, which you could use your thing for, your candy.
I can use my candy.
Just 1 candy will get him there.
1 candy will get him there.
Oh. So he just comes into our space there. And it's a free action to build a device. I think you're 1 action left. You can pick that up.
Okay, in that case, let's...
Pick it up, the green dice, and run. On your next turn. You can't now. That was your last action. Yeah. Okay, so you're on the same space as ET and me. You got to roll a red dice. Oh dear. So you got to drop this. Where are you going to put it?
there.
Okay, just got to check nothing else happens there. I think that's basically Alex. Kid's caught. That kid is immediately dropped everything. It was just your guy, wasn't it? Yep. Right, then you got to roll these 2 things.
Keys. Okay.
Right, so I'm going to use one of these, the AT, to go down there. I'm going to pick up this as an action. My second action, I'm going to go 1, 2. And I'm going to go there and drop this off for free.
Okay.
Right, what that means now is I'm not in where ET is, so I don't have to roll the dice, but I get to roll our phone home dice. This is a phone home round.
Nice.
Got all device dice in the forest clearing to move the mothership.
Hey.
Where's it gone?
You should have done that as well.
Oh yeah, he did spin. Can you do that again for me? There we go, perfect. And keys moves 1. Red guy's after me, Alex.
All right.
Sorry, we should have got one of these out. So now we have out. Take 2 extra basic actions this turn.
Nice. Okay.
If you have ET in your basket.
Okay. First thing I'm going to do. Oh,
Green item, useless. Just leave it there.
Let's leave it there. Right. So we're going to go 1, 2. Second action.
That was your third action. Oh, that was your second action, yeah. Your third
1,
action now
2.
is wild card. Pick it up. Okay, so it's not bad. I've got an orange, you got a wild card, and you're rolling 2 blue dice. Oh, before you do that, you're on this. Roll your 2 blue dice. You had 1 job.
I'll have better luck with the blue dice. Hey.
Okay, so your agent moves 1, C moves 1 as well. Okay, I'm hot footing away from this guy, but before I do that, I'm going to pick up this, which is an orange. Orange, you're glad I did that, Alex.
I am very glad.
So that's 1. When I get that, we could. Oh, I can't do it. So I'm going to go 2. And then I'm going to drop off these 2 items in the orange area. Right, so let's see about this. So everybody's moves 1. Keys moves 1 as well. It's your turn.
Okay, so let's go.
Right, so if you move through a place with a bad guy, you've got to roll the red dice.
Okay. So I know I've got another choice here. I could go round, but it's useless. So let's do it. 1, 2. Right. Gonna pick this up. Blue.
Yeah. Okay. Unfortunately, because he's still there, I'm fairly certain that means he hurts ET again.
Oh, you're joking.
So roll your... Oh, wait. Oh, sorry. We'll get that. You picked up an item from there,
Yeah.
did you? He's nearby, which meant you should have rolled that. It's a dangerous pickup. So your guy would have moved 2 spaces and caught you before you did that. But it means you get to drop those off any space you want to nearby.
Okay. Yeah, which just happens to be that, yeah. So my
Keys won't move because he's already where he needs to be. Your assign agent moves 2 spaces. Easy. He's on 1 hit point left now. His heart light is nearly out, bless him. Okay, so I'm going to use a basic action to take a candy. A free action to use this to move him up to 3 spaces. I've got 2 basic actions left. I need to get him over there, really, don't I?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to do a basic action to pick this up.
Okay.
Another one to move him 3 spaces. Should have moved up there anyway. I've got 1 action left. And that will be... Oh, I can't move there because then he'll get me and then E.T.'s heart light will go down, Alex.
And he'll die and we lose.
We'll lose. I'll pick this up. I found an orange, which I'll drop off there. Okay. Green dice. Move it for me. You gotta spin it. Perfect. And these guys go. So, C moves. Your turn, Alexis.
Right, let's get out the big guns here.
So,
How are we going to get him to convert that into...
So, we need someone to be nearby to be able to build that device.
Okay, so let's do this then. 1, 2.
Build a device, which is a free action. Now, you could always pick ET up for free and then use one of that the flying kid's power to like move you 3 spaces, or you could use the ouch thing to get you an additional 2 basic actions this round. But you've got to keep ET in your basket if that's the case.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's yeah, let's do that.
Take 2 extra basic actions. But you got to keep them in your basket.
Okay, where should we go?
Come this way.
1.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right.
2.
Okay, that's good because then he's up there if we need him.
But
You got to roll the dreaded red dice.
Oop.
Fumbled.
Hey!
Keys moves 2 spaces. He's hot footing it. Should have rolled that first. They're just not answering for you, Alex. They're just not picking up.
They're not.
Okay, so I'm going to do 1, 2. Third action, second action is that. I'm going to pick this up, but it's a dangerous pickup because he's nearby. So we're going to move one of these. I have 1 action left, so of course I'm going to move. One, 2.
Do you not have to roll the red dice to do that?
Nope, because I've gone over a ramp.
Ah,
basically jumped over him.
Very good.
Right, so let's roll the phone home dice. Not picking up for me either. Don't take it personal, Alex. It's against both of us. These guys are going to go. And C's moving 2. Oh no. I'm racing him to get to the forest clearing. It's your turn.
Right. 1. Useless.
Okay. When you use that for free, skip the move enemies step this turn.
Okay, yep, let's do that.
So you did 1 action to
1.
move, 2nd action to pick up. If you
Actually, what I should have done is gone 1,
2,
2.
But then you're right next to Mr. Keys, and if he activates,
Yeah.
oh, he's not going to activate this round unless.
No,
but you've got to roll the red dice, and he could.
Okay. So 1, I've activated that.
So you're 1 action left. You can move 2 spaces there. But he's in the clearing in case you manage to get the.
Yeah.
Oh, roll the red dice first. Sorry. Keys moves 2. And then roll the phone home die.
How many phones are on this thing?
It's the 1, right?
2.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dropping that off. Okay. So we've got a green and a blue now. Keys moves 1 space.
Yeah.
Game over.
Game over.
Highlight goes to 0. So, it can be quite hard.
Yeah, turns
Apparently.
out it's, yeah,
It beat
Like-
us anyway.
pretty quickly actually.
Yeah, 20 minutes.
20
Well,
minutes.
About 20 minutes. With this game had beaten us in 20 minutes. Actually, how long does a game say it takes to play? Poor. 30 minutes.
Jeez, we only managed 20 out of 30.
Well, to be fair, we got 2 device dice, and we were nowhere to winning. So, yeah, we had a game of ET, as you just saw. What were your thoughts of it?
I'll be honest, you told me not to judge. I judged. But we played. And then I liked. It was great. I actually quite enjoyed it for something that I thought, okay. I was sceptical. I thought it looked like a very basic game. Very basic. And I thought, okay. And then we played it and I thought, oh, okay. And then I thought, I can do this. It's going to be really easy. And then it turned out it wasn't. So pleasantly surprised.
Okay. I too was pleasantly surprised with this game. It's a fun co-op game. I played this with my kids as well. And yeah, it's a really enjoyable thematic ET game, I'd say. Tell me 2 things you liked about it, Alex, and I'm going to go first. The first thing I liked about it is the components. My God. If you watch the unboxing video to this, you will see, you will just hear me just cracking up at finding ET in there. I honestly found it so funny. I was crying with laughter. But the components in this are so good. The artwork on all the cards, the little sculpts for the bikes and stuff. The fact that bikes can actually interlock and you can move around. They put a lot of thought in here. They didn't have to do that. They could have just put it on the standees and just took the whole stuff in and just do a cheap cash in. But it doesn't feel like they did that. So the components are one thing, mechanics is another thing. I thought that it was fairly straightforward what you're trying to do, and it's a good cooperative game. Go.
Okay, the first one I liked was it's part of the mechanics, but it's the way that the players can actually connect with the other players and they can move along together. I thought that was a really unique idea, which I've never come across myself in a board game. And I thought I quite like that because then it truly is cooperative. You can then use the other person's ability and things like that, which I thought was really great. The other one, although it's very different to how I imagined it, I did like the artwork. I thought the artwork on the board was actually quite amazing. Actually, it looked very basic, but it worked for the theme and it worked for the game.
What didn't you like about Alex? Apart from you didn't win. Can't say that.
I felt it was quite short. I thought that I kind of felt at first I thought this is going to be a really easy one to win, and although we lost, like I said, it was quite a short game. I felt we lost pretty quick, so I didn't like that. What else didn't I like? Probably going back to the artwork. It's something I also liked, but something I disliked as well. I didn't feel that the artwork of the game matched the artwork of the box.
Okay. Fair enough. I disagree with that because I think if you looked at those cards a bit in better detail, You see those cards with the same kind of artwork as the box. However, yeah, I'll let you have that. Two things I didn't like about this game. The rules, although I did read them, I didn't quite get all of them right. So yeah, I think the rule book could have been structured a little bit better. Yeah, and also wasn't quite sure whether Agent Keys, if he's on the same space as a character, like a kid, whether he also kind of arrests them, as it were. So I wasn't quite sure about that. So I think my two are basically one, which is there's some fuzzy kind of rules around there. I wasn't 100% certain on. This was like a first playthrough of this for the channel, so I played this with my kids, like independently of this. This is the first time you've ever played this game.
Played it.
So obviously it would change the more you play this game. What would you say for this game? Is this a buy, play, or avoid for you? And I think we've got to kind of frame this in a particular way. So if you were looking for a game that was about ET, is this a game that you would buy, play, or avoid? Because I think if you just say, is this a... Maybe ask them on both those counts, actually. Is this just a general game that you would buy, play, or avoid? And second of which, if this was a game about ET, would you buy, play, or avoid? Because I think they're two separate questions.
If it was a game about ET...
Which
yeah, I'd buy it because it's. I mean, are there any other ET games out there?
And I will. If I can find the really dodgy one, I'll put a picture of it up right now. There is a really bad cash-in that you can find at your local entertainer or other toy store. That is just like, if you said to someone, "Oh, design me a board game about ET," you've got 5 seconds. That's what you would come up with. A board you just draw lines on, and it's going from start to finish. That's the game.
Okay.
So there are games out there not as good. There might be some other ET games out, but I'm not sure. But I know there's one that's terrible.
Well, as an ET game, I would definitely buy if I was buying an ET game. As a game in general, it's a fun game to play, reasonably quick as well. I would definitely play it.
Okay.
I wouldn't avoid it at all. It's a good fun.
But you also wouldn't buy it.
Not necessarily, but it depends on the situation.
Gun to the head. You got to buy a game. What's the situation you're buying this in? What's the situation you're buying in?
Okay, if I was, say, going away for a family holiday, not that I have a family or a holiday, ever. No, if I was kind of, I suppose if it was a situation where I was with friends or something, and they said, right, we need some games that match this, this, and this, I'd say, actually, you know what? That's a nice, easy one that people can get their head around. Even I understood it.
Apart from the move one.
We could move.
Okay, so it's
definitely a play for me.
It's a buy if you were trying to find an ET game.
Yeah.
ET game. A play if it was just a game you were like wanted to play.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's pretty a good kind of sum up of that. From my side, I'd say if you were looking for an ET game, this is the game to get. I don't know of many other ET games. I mean, I only know of one other ET game, and that is horse crap. So yeah, buy it if you're after an ET game. As an actual game, I would agree with you in the case that it depends on the situation. Because obviously, you can see I'm running out of space here for games. So obviously, like, the amount of games you have in your collection is quite important. And you want to make sure you're picking games that will get a lot of playtime. Unlike me, where I have games I really like the theme of, and I play them once in a blue moon. So I think if you were looking to have a game for a family, like a young family, this is a really good game to get. Kids who haven't even seen ET can pick this up and understand what's going on with it. And I think as a family kind of game, it's a fun game. I think if you're in my situation where you've got quite a lot of board games, this isn't a buy. But this is definitely a play. I always say when I'm talking about plays, if you're in a board game cafe, this would be a great game to get out because it's a good game to play with people. You're not trying to spend a massive amount of time playing board games and stuff. When I go to a board game cafe, I like to play a game which is kind of light, like lots of lightweight games, or like a medium, or one really big heavy one.
To me, it's a good gateway game.
Using some terminology, it is a good gateway game. So that's our sum up of it. Really, it's a buy in specific situations. It's definitely a play. It's definitely a play from us, and it's a buy if you are looking for an ET game. This is probably the best one out there on the market at the moment. Just for the little ET figure and the little thing, that's just fantastic. So I've been the ever excitable Adam, and this guy's been
the eternally intolerable Alex. Hello.
And you can find us on various different social medias like Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, and TikTok. That's how you do it. Just rattle them off. So until next time, guys,
stay safe
or die rolling. So I heard a noise outside, like near the rubbish bins.